You're listening to the Ecosystem Approach show. I'm Jason.
And I'm Patricia. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Transformation Talk Radio.
We discovered that human potential is severely limited when you program humans like a machine, which is standard practice today for self-improvement.
The Ecosystem Approach teaches you how to uncover your infinite potential by using natural methods that are truly revolutionary. Join us now for the Ecosystem Approach show. Today's show is about holiday happiness. It doesn't matter whether you're looking forward to the day or not. Today, we're going to help you just be a little happier in the week before Christmas. And if you celebrate in another way, this will work for you too. We're married intuitives with over 20 years experience who created the Ecosystem Approach for you. This is much different because we see human beings as ecosystems that need to be restored instead of programmed. We show you how to take an energy approach for internal discovery that is rational, practical, and useful for everyday life. Jason, explain how you're going to help the audience be a little happier.
We're going to use an easy way to use the ecosystem approach,
okay,
to help you feel happier right now.
Okay.
And I want to say that we're not being very politically correct. We don't mean to exclude anybody that doesn't celebrate Christmas
that
or
is correct.
The Santa and all that. But it's just easier for convenience of language
in general.
Yes, but it applies to whatever other celebrations you might be having.
Correct.
So here's the first thing.
Okay.
Feeling good is an energy.
Yes.
People think it's not really about what's happening. If you're having a lot of stress, there's things going on, which for everybody, things are going on.
A lot. Yeah.
Those things don't make you feel bad, or you have to have a certain thing happening in order for it to make you feel good.
Correct.
It's not that way.
But it's perceived and taught that way.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And we know that because you're a human, you have a whole range of emotions, but it's not really about what's happening. It's about the energy that you're connected with in the moment.
Correct.
That's a biggie. Take that in for just a minute. Trying to force yourself to feel good doesn't work.
Yeah.
But removing the negative energies can really, really, really be helpful and help you
feel better. And feel better and feel good.
Removing negative energy is the quickest path to feeling better because it gets to the root cause, which is negative energy.
That's correct.
So you could have a great holiday. You could have the presents all lined up. The kids are happy.
Yeah.
Everything's going well.
And I would have said the kids are bouncing off the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You didn't burn whatever dish that you're trying to make.
That's correct. Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be happy. And here's the opposite of that.
Okay.
There could be all sorts of bad things going on. People not showing up, people having, people getting caught in the airport, people getting caught in a snowstorm, all these things.
People having to face their mom or their dad.
Yes.
Okay.
Some person in their life that has never been easy. That doesn't necessarily make you unhappy.
Correct.
It could create negative energy, but that can be cleared. Here's the thing that most people don't understand.
Okay.
Highly programmed people struggle to feel good and will search for a method or program to feel good, but that doesn't work.
Well, because programming doesn't make you happy.
Because you're not a machine.
Thank you very much.
People, it's so obvious, but it's not. We go to the internet all the time. Okay, what's the formula to do this and do this and do this? How can I do this better? We look for formulas and recipes and programs and algorithms, but those don't work for human beings.
Right.
And that's why we've created the ecosystem approach in the beginning.
Correct.
So if you want to feel better for the holidays and you're constantly driving yourself and pushing yourself,
okay,
you've probably are starting to lose that connection to that part of you that just can smell the roses or appreciate the mistletoe.
Okay.
I just threw that in because
I got that.
or a beautiful holiday decoration, or the gentle snowfall, or even the blizzard that you're in the middle of.
That you might be in
Yeah,
the middle of.
you
Yes,
know,
exactly.
it whether you are happy about that or not, a lot of times if you program yourself, you drive yourself, you go, 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 you know, you numb out to that part that could just appreciate that little thing.
Well, and I was going to say, one of the things as I look back on my Christmases, or my holidays, this is the season of holidays. Before I met you and started using the ecosystem approach, I remember that I would set myself up for disappointment over and over and over again. It didn't make any difference how much I did, not even for myself, but for other people, or to make the celebration great, that kind of thing. I now can look back and see how much disappointment I set myself up for.
Well, exactly. And that's a negative algorithm of programming
Yeah.
that the reason we got over that, or you got over that, is by uncovering it and clearing it,
Yes.
removing it, removing negative, and using the ecosystem approach.
Right.
So, I just want to say, I like to talk about programming a lot, but people who are attracted to extreme sports, these highly programmed, go, 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 go. I'm thinking about this. I think we might do a show about this soon. I just was reading an article. Elon Musk is telling his employees, no more free lunch. We only want people that want to work. We want only the hard chargers, the hardest of the hard chargers, come back into the office. And if you have to sleep at night, maybe they'll put a place for you to sleep for a few hours. But we just want people who are going to work themselves to the bone. And he's basically saying that. And I was reading an article where there are other Silicon Valley executives are saying, well, now that things are getting tighter, we're going to have to lay off people. We can't do the perks that we used to. That's a whole nother show. But people that are attracted to that extreme go, 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 hard chargers, they're highly programmed.
Yes.
And when you program yourself, you start to become numb and lose your ability to feel the simple pleasures. Now, I've not been able to talk to Elon Musk, but if I was going to ask him if he enjoyed the simple pleasure of a Christmas tree or a Christmas holiday decoration, I doubt it.
Okay.
I can just see it. The energy, he doesn't project the energy of someone who appreciates the simple things. So
I agree.
Here's what we're going to do for all of you out there.
And by the way, I'm rolling my eyes.
Hey, just wait. This is to help everybody feel better.
Okay.
And we're going to use bad dad jokes are going to be a big part of the show today.
Okay.
Because if a stupid joke doesn't make you laugh or just smile a little bit,
Mark, snicker,
your energy is probably too heavy.
Okay.
So here's the first one.
Okay.
And this is for everybody in the Transformation Talk Radio studio today too. So here we go. What did Mrs. Claus say when Santa asked her about the weather? Wait for it. It looks like rain, dear. Oh my gosh.
Wait. By the way, everyone, I put up with this all the time. And so I apologize to all of you because there's probably 10 more of these throughout the show. And I just want you to know, first off, this is a form of fun. It really is. And it will make you laugh. Or like he said, if it isn't making you laugh, and I don't mean that belly laugh, I'm just like, oh my gosh, the bottom line is we're here to help you learn how to lighten up.
So I'm going to tell you the next one, which is one of my favorite. As an intuitive, it's one of my favorite. But let's do this first. Okay. We're going to help. So just follow along with us. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to eliminate any heaviness that I feel right now, any ho-hum I have about the holidays, any dread or resistance or dullness that I have in my life right now. Take it, put it into the processor. We'll show you a picture of the processor in the next segment or so. But just take a breath and blow it into that processor.
And by the way, did you mean ho ho hum? I couldn't resist.
Uh-oh. Hey, the jokes in my department. I've created
monster.
a married monster here. So
right.
so here's my
Okay.
favorite.
Okay.
Here's my favorite, especially as intuitive.
Okay.
How can you tell that Santa is real? You can always sense his presence. I love that one. That
By
just,
the way, you should have seen him when his nephew was 5 years old. They were throwing jokes back and forth constantly. So anyway, Jason, what are the key points of this segment?
If stupid jokes don't make you laugh when your energy, then your energy is probably a little too heavy.
Okay.
Highly programmed people, the go, the hard charging, the hard drivers,
Okay.
Struggle just to feel good and will search for a method to or program to feel better.
Okay.
That doesn't work. We know that doesn't work. We see that doesn't work.
Right.
Removing negative energy is the quickest path to feeling better because it gets to the root cause. The energy.
Or the negative energy.
The negative energy.
There you go.
The ecosystem approach teaches you to operate by paying attention to the energy in your life in a ways that you can be happy for the holidays and every other holiday and day in your life.
Exactly. So with that said, in the next segment, if I can stand those bad jokes, we're going to talk about what to do when there is something you dread during the holidays. And unfortunately, if I don't kill him first, there's going to be more bad dad jokes. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to talk about what to do when there is something you dread during the holidays. And if I can stand it, there will be more bad dad jokes. We are married intuitives with over 20 years experience who created the Ecosystem Approach for you. This is much different because we see human beings as ecosystems that need to be restored instead of programmed. We show you how to take an energy approach for internal discovery that is rational, practical, and useful for everyday life. Jason, what do you do when there is something or someone you dread during the holidays?
When there's someone or something that you dread, you need to figure out what the energies are that create the problem and just start removing those using the ecosystem approach. And we'll describe, let's see, what we suggest you do to put it into a clearing statement, what we call a clearing statement, is pretend like you're talking to a friend.
Okay.
And you're describing what you dread to a friend, like, I can't stand it when my mother comes up to me and looks at me and says, "What'd you do with your hair?" With that voice, it's not the words, it's just the tone, and
it's
the tone.
Condescending
tone. Yes. Like
I don't done that.
Like
everyone.
I don't approve of that.
Yeah.
So,
or excuse me, didn't you? Why did you wear that instead of the coat that I got you?
Yeah,
Things
exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. You're good at this.
I am. Been there.
So all you have to do is say, take part of that conversation. Like, I hate it when my mother talks to me in that way. Okay. So I direct all my resources in all dimensions to eliminate
the hate
of my mother when she talks to me that way.
Or
describe it. Yes,
exactly.
And if you can't describe it, just say that way.
Exactly.
And then take a breath and
by the way, remember, always take that negative energy, no matter what it is, and make sure you put it in the processor or garbage can, because you don't want to get up or walk back into it in some way, shape, or form. You've worked too hard, even if it's one statement, you've worked too hard to get rid of that negative energy.
In fact, since it's Christmas, go to our website right now, sign up for our free section, theecosystemapproach.org, and we have a picture of the processor that you can download, put it, print it out on like cardstock or something that's thicker, fold it into thirds, and you have a processor right there in front of them.
And I know
we've had so many people that have done that,
and they still use the very first one that we gave them.
Yeah.
And that's pretty interesting if you ask me.
There's also, in my house, that there's all sorts of frou-frou that I never chose that just all of a sudden shows up. This is the best piece of frou-frou that you could ever have, is a processor here and a processor there,
Well, we also have the original painting of the processor
that you did, which is very nice.
in-house.
Yes, it really is very nice.
True.
But okay, so let's give some examples of things
Okay.
that you might dread.
Okay.
Like, I hate the cleanup afterwards. I hate putting away the Christmas decorations.
Right.
I dread facing my mother or any other, it could be a father, it could be a sibling,
That's
it could
correct.
be someone's kids,
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that one. Sure.
and the things that you dread, and describe it, in a phrase or a clearing
Well, Jason, talk to me as if there's something that you hate or you dread. You dread
so during the holidays, I hate it when my wife rolls her eyes when I tell her these really good jokes. So
and it would go like this. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to eliminate the hate of my wife rolling her eyes at me directly during the holidays when I tell her a dad joke, which she calls a bad dad joke. Nice and easy. Take a breath, everyone. And throw away that negative energy. Remember, put it in something because you don't need it anymore.
Another example.
Okay.
And to eliminate that hate that I have of the cleanup after Christmas.
Yeah.
Take a breath. And I can't focus on the Christmas because I'm so focused on all the work that I have to do afterwards.
Yes.
And that's another part. Take a breath. Eliminate that dread of what's happening afterwards.
I release and let go that dread right now. The dread of the afterwards, the dread of putting up with family. Take a breath.
We hear this a lot too. I dread putting my children in the middle of the competition between myself and an ex-spouse.
Oh, that's a tough one.
So
it really is.
So you piece that out in a very specific way. In fact, being specific is really helpful in those situations.
By all means. We talk about constantly, consistently, and specifically.
Yes.
And what we found is that when you do the specific things, it actually works a lot better because you're specifically clearing a negative energy that's affecting you. And it's easy to just go, oh, I don't want that anymore. That doesn't work very well.
If there's multiple kids, it might be affecting one child differently than the other. So, and to eliminate for this child the tension that he feels when there's competition between us, and just take it and put it in the processor.
Yes, nice and easy. Do it right now. And you can add the child's name or even another relative's name that has a disdain for your partner or your ex-partner. I could say it that way. Take a nice breath.
Here's one for you. So what do you call a Santa that's having money problems?
I won't roll my eyes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll do it again. What do you call a Santa who's having money problems?
Well, excuse me, Jason, what do you do?
It's not what you do.
Oh, excuse me.
It's what you call them.
What do you call them?
Yeah,
sorry.
You can't ruin my dad jokes. This is really important. This is a foundation.
You realize everybody's laughing at us right now.
What do you call a broke Santa? Saint Nicholas. So
anyway, go ahead.
And to eliminate any heavy energy that I have right now prior to the holiday, just take it all, everybody listening, and put it in the processor. Yeah.
Yes, I like that. And I admit, he's not going to hear this, but I admit, these stupid dad jokes they actually help because they lighten up the energy, and there's so much negative energy around the holidays, the heaviness. It's really, really, really a lot better if you tell yourself a few bad jokes before you enter the family situation. We'll say it that way.
And she gives me a hard time now, but the only time she really gets mad at me is like in the middle of the night, and I say, Patricia, Patricia, have you heard the one
Oh,
about
and he does.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want to hear the 4-letter words that I say, okay?
Yeah,
Anyway.
waking up is not a good thing. But
Exactly.
so here's the other thing. Deep-seated issues and things you dread take a long time to remove completely.
Exactly.
So if you have this relationship with a parent, for example, that's been happening for a long time.
Yes, it has.
And here's the thing. First of all, the clearing process that we use with the ecosystem approach always works. We
Yes,
see it does.
Yes.
But you may not feel it right away.
Right.
Because your emotions are very black and white. Now, this sounds really strange, but for the most part, your feelings, either you feel it or you don't. And a lot of times you clear a lot of those, the resentment of your mother having those condescending comments all the time. But then she comes in with another one, and there it is right again. It doesn't mean that the clearing didn't work. All it means is that there's a lot more that has to be removed.
In other words, layers of negative energy that you're holding on to and really having a disdain for it. I want to jump in and say just one thing. If you're overweight, one of the things, or even underweight, one of the things that we've seen is a lot of that has to do with negative energy that you're holding for someone else. Now, there's a concept.
Yes. Well, and so that's why using the ecosystem approach to remove all this.
It works.
It works in so many different ways. You may have focused over here, but you might find a benefit over here and over here and over here.
Correct.
Because it's truly holistic.
Yes, exactly.
So
exactly.
So let's do this as sort of a last one before we do the key points.
Okay.
And to eliminate all the dread energy that I'm feeling right now about the holidays. This is for everybody. Just take that, any dread about traffic, traveling, packing, family, relationships.
Exactly. That's one I was going for. Yes.
Take a breath and blow it into the processor.
And I'm sorry, I have one more. And to eliminate all the stress and anxiety in general that you have or I have about the holidays right now. Take a breath. And I lied. We have a second here. Another one to clear and to eliminate the stress and anxiety that I have or that you have about spending the holidays alone, feeling as if nobody loves me, being stuck in self-pity and all
feeling lonely and bitter.
And I release and let go all of that because it's an energy, everyone, and you don't have to be stuck in it. Take a breath.
So if you're in that position, this one's for you. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Frosted Flakes and Ice Krispies. So if you're alone, just think about that one and you'll feel
better.
There
you go. All right. Jason, what are the key points in this segment?
Describe what you dread like you are talking to a friend.
Okay.
Create a clearing statement.
Correct.
Deep-seated issues and things you dread take a long time to remove completely. But the clearing always works.
Yes,
so if it takes a long time, that's okay. Keep doing it because it's cumulative.
Right.
We've been pushing aside our emotions for so long because of programming. We can't see how much negative energy there's actually there.
Yes.
And the ecosystem approach is designed to help you clear dread and difficulties in your life, no matter how long it takes.
Love it. In the next segment, we're going to focus on making the holidays as happy as possible. Sometimes the energy of things you dread cannot be eliminated quickly, or easily. So then what do? Stay with us. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to focus on making the holidays as happy as possible. Sometimes the energy of things you dread cannot be eliminated quickly or easy. So then what do? We're married intuitives with over 20 years experience who created the ecosystem approach for you. This is much different because we see human beings as ecosystems that need to be restored instead of programmed. We show you how to take an energy approach for internal discovery that is rational, practical, and useful for everyday life. Okay, Jason, we've been doing this, meaning the ecosystem approach, for a long time. And the things people dread and the relationship problems are deep-seated and not easily removed. We admit that, by all means. What do you suggest for those people who know they have a difficult situation or, well, relationships that they have to deal with for the holidays? What do you say?
Well, understand first that this process of removing negative energy always works,
It does.
but there's a lot of negative energy. Some of these deep-seated problems with relationships or even situations, maybe you go home for the holidays, but that's where you were abused in some way. I mean, being in that place
Yes.
it's got to trigger you,
Yes.
and even if you go there 10 years in a row, even after year 10, it could trigger you. That person,
or that you don't remember it all, and then one time, there it is.
maybe you love being with your family except for that one
person,
and there's just something that just does it. So we understand that it's difficult, okay?
right.
But here's the point of this whole segment.
Okay.
A sort of a shortcut and a way to help you in the moment in case of emergency,
Okay. By the way, I've done this many times.
Is to activate life force energy.
Absolutely.
Now, life force energy is that energy that Snoopy in the Peanuts column, when he did the Snoopy dance, that was a reflection of life force energy.
Correct.
When it's springtime and you're saying, hey, sweetie,
Okay.
that's life force energy.
Okay. Okay.
When you're just happy for no reason, you're singing your favorite song in the car and just, belting out a song and you feel really good, that's life force energy.
Nice.
When the difference between being alive and dead is life force energy. And I'm not talking metaphorically, I'm talking literally.
Yes.
When you die, the moment you die, life force energy is gone from you.
Yes, but when you step to the other side, you can pick it up.
Yes. A whole other show.
In a whole nother show. Yeah, exactly.
So the thing about life force energy is so, okay, I'm going to be with that person, that parent, that sibling, and I hate it, I dread it, and I don't have time to spend, a year or more or longer to start removing that stuff. What do I do now? Life force energy.
Well, and you know what? I'm going to describe it real easy. Life force energy. I'm going to use Jason at the moment, but life force energy, you call upon it. And by the way, you have the right to call upon it. It's not like it's for just selected people.
You already have some right now.
You already do.
Yes.
Your heart's beating. You have some, but you're going to call upon it and you're going to ask it to come in through the top of your head. You're going to ask it to go all the way down your body. Then you're going to ask it to come back in. And because it's already there, you're going to reinforce it, so to speak. And then you're going to ask it to go to your heart, the heart of who you are, and say, please stand with me and help me get through these next few hours with courage and clarity and confidence. And there's all kinds of things you can say, but you can also at that time ask that energy to remove the anger, the hate, the bitterness. And by the way, you're not being a fool in any way by asking those negative energies to be removed, because when those negative energies are removed, what happens is you gain power that you were given, that you've been holding on to all of your life, that's in the essence of who you are.
But here's the trap, okay? A lot of people come to us and said, oh, I don't like that negative stuff. I don't want to clear that negative stuff.
And that's a good point.
I just want to do life force all the time. It just feels good. I just like it. I just want to do that. Well, here's the problem with that.
Okay.
Is that you already have all this negative, and the more you remove it, the more you see how much you have.
That's right.
It's a lot.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's a lot. And it's because you live in this world. You were born into this world in this time period.
Correct.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And so I want to say that I don't want to give you any false expectations, but that's what you're here to do. Is a big part of your purpose, if you're alive today, is to get rid of that a lot.
Correct.
Activating life force it doesn't peacefully coexist with that negative. So when the life force comes in, the negative says, I'm going to go over
Wait,
here,
I'm going to stand here and fight this way.
fight, or go over here, or hide for a moment.
Correct.
But it doesn't necessarily get rid of it until you call upon it, call it out, put it into the processor. The processor processes it from negative to neutral.
Correct.
And that's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
So life force energy, it gets you through, and it's non-fattening.
Right.
There's no bad behaviors from getting drunk and saying the bad thing to you, or grabbing your boss's wife in the wrong way or whatever at the Christmas party.
Okay.
And there's no remorse. Life force energy is perfect.
Right. Well, and I've always used it as a form of, well, metaphorically tapping me on the shoulder and saying, hey, you know what? You can get through this. You can handle this, whatever it is.
And you might be, to yourself, activating life force for the whole 2 or 3 hours of that Christmas party that you dread. But okay, it's better than not having the life force.
Exactly.
So life force is the best, in case of emergency, way to deal with difficult issues that come up during the holidays, and frankly, in your whole life. In case of emergency. Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, I use life force several times a day for the simple fact of, I've got a lot of negative energy. I have a lot of negative energy that comes up, and it makes me, it helps me with that clarity, but it also gives me courage and confidence to know that I can get through this day no matter what's going on.
There's this big storm coming through in the central part of the United States. It won't affect us because we're on the West Coast, but if you're sitting there in the airport and you're not going to make it home for Christmas, and you're just stuck, and you don't know what's going to happen, you're basically screwed.
Okay.
Activate life force.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt you.
No.
And you can at least find some way to enjoy it. So let's do this clearing statement, then we'll do some life force. Okay.
Okay.
And to eliminate, if anything bad comes up between now and the holidays, I can clear it right now. Take a breath. And know that I can, and remember that I can activate life force. So let's activate life force.
Take a breath. One more. Now, and to activate life force energy, so that I know that life force energy is beside me, it's in me and around me at all times, especially during the holidays, starting right now. Nice and easy. Take a breath, pull it in, and then blow out any negative energy left over, or any negative energy that's blocking you from accepting that life force easily, smoothly, and with knowing. Take a breath and blow it out. That one was really good.
Yes.
I like that one a lot. I just want to say one more thing. The life force energy, understand that life force energy wants to help you and wants to connect with you all year round.
It's there's no limit to it.
No.
You can have as much as you want. You're not you can't be greedy with that, and it's up to you to call upon it. Now, what happens naturally as you use the ecosystem approach, we remove the negative energy in your essence.
Correct.
Which is what we talk about all the time.
Right.
There'll be more space for that life force to exist all the time.
Exactly. And the most amazing thing, and I've done this, I've gone to that holiday party and I've done, clearing and removing negative energy. And the thing that amazes me about that life force energy is that it always heals. It always soothes.
It feels good.
It really does.
So with that said, I need to ask you, what do you call a man who claps at Christmas?
I can't.
I snuck that in that. I just snuck that in there.
Snuck it right in. And I don't know, Jason. What do you call a man who claps at Christmas? I have to do it.
Santa Claus.
Wait. Wait. Okay. So are you ready for the key points?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Jason, what are the key points of this segment?
Use life force energy to get you through the holidays. It's non-fattening. There's no bad behaviors. There's no remorse.
Okay.
Life force is the best, in case of emergency, way to deal with difficult issues that come up during the holidays.
Okay.
Even if all your holiday plans turn bad, life force energy can make it better and give you perspective.
Correct.
The ecosystem approach teaches you to use energy techniques to have a great holiday or a great life in general.
Nice and easy. Excellent. So, Jason, let's just take a moment for those who are wondering, what are they talking about, this clearing stuff?
Yeah.
Let's explain it.
So to do the removal of negative energy, you can be standing, lying down, walking, standing on your head. It doesn't matter your posture. You don't have to be reverent.
Correct.
You don't have to do it in a form of respect. You can just be doing it off the cuff. And in your mind's eyes, when we say to eliminate, imagine those emotions or the veils and illusions or the barriers that we say to eliminate, gather them up in your body, blow them into the processor.
Exactly. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to use that life force energy, and I'll explain a little bit more when we get there. So with that said, stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to help you start to remove the energies that keep you from having a happy holiday. And we're also going to activate life force so you can feel really good in spite of all the things that will go wrong and that do go wrong. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia, and you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. This is the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason, and I'm Patricia. And in this segment, we're going to help you start to remove the energies that keep you from having a happy holiday, and we're going to help you activate life force so that you can feel really good in spite of all the things that could go wrong, might go wrong, will go wrong, starting right now. So Jason, take it away.
Here we go. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to eliminate the barriers so I can see that removing negative energy can help make the holidays feel the best.
Yes.
It's the energy.
Yes.
Take a breath.
And blow away any negative energies that are blocking you or barriers. So, and we're going to shorten it up just a little tiny bit and to eliminate the barriers so I can see that my dreads during the holidays are energies and they can be removed. And by the way, one of the ways, especially in front of people, flick them off your shoulder and land, and in your mind's eye, land them in the processor, because you can take that processor anywhere that you want because you can put it right in your head. So with that said,
I don't suggest that you do that in front of that mother that you're always having problems with and just go like that. She might take that the wrong way. You know, it's
exactly.
Those are fighting words. You know?
Yeah, that could be that.
But if you're on the train on the way there or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So and to eliminate the intense feelings of worry, anxiety, and stress I have about the details of this holiday season.
Yes.
Take a breath. All the stress and anxiety, blow into the processor.
And moving on, and to eliminate the feelings of fear and hurt and shame that I have about some aspect of Christmas, or I should say the holidays. Take a breath and blow it out.
And to eliminate the barriers so I can see that programming methods dull and numb you from feeling any real happiness or joy.
Correct.
It's not black and white. It doesn't completely numb you out, but it accumulates over time and can get worse and worse.
Yes, exactly. Take a breath and blow it out. And to eliminate the barriers so I can see programming or forcing yourself to feel something numbs you from just feeling good. Take a breath and blow it out.
And to eliminate any feelings of fear and terror that I have that all my holiday plans will fall apart.
Okay.
Take a breath.
I have one.
Yeah.
And to eliminate the blocks that are keeping me from realizing I can feel good about anything and everything that goes on during the holidays this year, because I can.
Yes.
Take a breath and blow out any negative energies that are blocking you. And to eliminate the barriers so I can see that dreading people or situations can be removed, and especially over time. Take a breath.
Now, here's a big one. And to eliminate any resentment that I have about dad jokes I've heard today. Now,
who did he write that for?
See, I don't have any resentment. And it's a good point. We never say this enough. But if you clear something, if we ask you to clear something that doesn't really apply to you, like it doesn't apply to me, I can go for the dad jokes forever,
Yeah,
you know.
I know.
But if I clear any resentment I have, it's still not going to hurt me. So,
Exactly.
and to eliminate any resentment anybody that out there might have about the bad dad jokes I've heard today. Take a breath.
Okay, and I'm warning everyone, here comes another bad dad joke.
What do you sing at Santa's birthday party?
Well, I don't know, Jason, what are you saying?
Freeze, a jolly good fellow. Anyways, and to eliminate any resistance I have to seeing that applying the ecosystem approach is the best way to enjoy the holidays.
Take a breath. And to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see that dreading a toxic family member is energy that can be removed. And I don't have to be that family energy, that family member's energy. I'm sorry, victim. Take a breath.
And by the way, we're going to put these clearings as well as these dad jokes in the newsletter. So if you go to our website right now, theecosystemapproach.org, and sign up for our free section, you can have those for free. It's
nice.
Nice. We won't spam you. We won't do anything like that.
Yes,
so
of course not. So, and to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see, did I already do that one?
Yeah.
Yes, excuse me. And to eliminate the barriers so I can see that deep-seated issues around the holidays do take time to remove, but it can be done. Take a breath. Jason?
So, and to eliminate the veils and illusions so I can see why it doesn't cost Santa any money to park his sleigh and reindeer. Why?
Why?
Because it's on the house.
That one was the best one. I love that one. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't say that you're supposed to think that I hate all of it, which, you know what? I don't, because laughter is one of the greatest things that anyone can do.
Hey, she married me.
Yeah, and I do question it occasionally. But the other thing is laughter really helps stand up to negative energy, because negative energy can't handle happiness. That's a real big concept. So Jason has one more.
Why did Santa's helper see the doctor?
I don't know.
Because he had low elf esteem. Ha! Okay.
All right. So we're going to activate some life force. Remember, it's the most powerful energy that any of us has access to. And we're going to call upon it. We're going to ask it to come in through the top of our head, go to the tips of our toes. We're going to ask it to stop right there. We're going to ask it to turn around and blow out any negative energy left over, because we all know that there's a lot of negative energy within us. So follow me, please. I direct all my resources in all dimensions to activate life force so I can have hope to use my skills with energy to have a great holiday season this year. Nice and easy. Pull in that life force energy and blow out any negative energy left over.
And to activate life force so I can trust and have the confidence that I can remove the dread and bad energy around the holidays.
Good one. Pull it in and let it just go in and heal you as it goes in. And to activate life force so I can decide to focus on removing the energies, the negative energies that block me whenever I'm having bad feelings. Take a nice breath. And I'm going to do one more, Jason. And to activate life force so I can be happy and healthy, enjoy the season. So I can be creative and love and be able to not only heal myself, but to heal the situations around me so that I can enjoy and know that by healing not only me, but others, I'm doing my life's sole purpose and using the essence of who I am to make not only me better, but the energy around me better, starting right now. Pull it in. Stop it. Now blow out any negative energy left over. Jason, what are we going to talk about next week?
Next week is titled Exhausted Santa, and we're just going to help people, kind of like we did here, just recover from Christmas and the holidays
Right, right.
and all the things that you had to do,
Okay.
it'll just be a little pick me up.
Okay.
It's
I
better
like
than
that.
coffee. So this will be good. Yeah,
Okay.
she doesn't believe me. I mean, but it would be better than coffee. So
Okay. So,
and if today, if there's something that spoke to you today and said, "Oh, yeah, I get it. It's about energy. I want to know more. I want to have this a bigger part of my life."
yeah.
Go to our website right now, theecosystemapproach.org, and sign up for our free section.
Okay.
If you want this to be a bigger part of your life, all you have to do is sign up for our free section and then listen to the show every week.
Okay.
And every week we have clearings. When you sign up for the free section, we give you a weekly newsletter that has the clearings at the end.
Correct.
And just keep doing it because clearing is cumulative.
But I do want to say, I guarantee you there isn't always bad dad jokes, but sometimes there
I
is.
try.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But come and join us. I guarantee you it will be one of the best things, if not one of the best thing that you ever do in your life for you. And that's what's important.
And if you listen to this on Facebook, our Facebook address is theecosystemapproach.org.
Okay.
Just go there on Facebook. And if you're listening on Facebook, please like us.
Yeah.
In fact, leave a comment about the one the bad joke,
Yes.
the dad joke that you like the best.
Okay.
And what you feel about the ecosystem approach. We'd love to hear from you.
Right. And if you also have any suggestions, like for a show that you'd like to hear us do or talk about, that sort of thing.
Or how energy applies to this situation.
Exactly.
Just let us know.
To hear from you.
Yes.
So so you talked about Facebook and
again, the way you sign up, theecosystemapproach.org. It's all one word. It's a long thing, but once you go in there, the cookies will remember it. Theecosystemapproach.org.
And did you say cookies? Oh, I'd love to have one right now.
This is a different kind of
it's not the
cookies.
same.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
different.
We'll connect next week, Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern time. Please join us. This is Transformation Talk Radio, and you're listening to the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia.
Remember, your ecosystem is the most important one in the world.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Thank you for listening to the Ecosystem Approach Show with Jason and Patricia. I'm Patricia. Tune in every week as we discuss practical ways to apply the ecosystem approach and develop your potential to live your life on your terms. For more information, visit our website at theecosystemapproach.org.